My brothers and sisters, you are now watching the Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need! And I hope you enjoy the video. Oh man, somebody call Robin Gaming, bro. Somebody call Robin Gaming. They are finally finished filming this Uncharted movie. After many delays and setbacks, they are finally done filming. I think it's supposed to come out next year, based on where we are next year, you know, with all this COVID stuff going on. But I personally feel like this movie, because really with all video game movies, there really is no in between. They're either really, really good or really, really bad. Like, there is no in between. It's either going to be great or it's going to be a flop. With this movie in particular, I kind of always looked at it like, if they were to do a Uncharted movie, why not just use the cast, you know, that did the games? Because one, who knows these characters better than them, and two, they actually look like their characters. So you couldn't tell me that they could go from, you know, just doing motion capture, you know, in the game to actually being on the big screen. I think that they would be great at that as well, but I guess they wanted fresh faces, you know, more popular names in, you know, the acting world. So whatever. So we all know we have the lovable, adorable Tom Holland playing a younger Nathan Drake. Spider-Man is Nathan Drake. They casted gee, this. I don't know. It's just certain movies when I just hear Mark Wahlberg, I'm just like, oh my god, it's this guy. But it's not like Mark Wahlberg is a bad actor. He's not. It's just when I hear him in certain movies, it's just like, you know. But Mark Wahlberg is playing Sully. Mark Wahlberg is Victor Goddamn Sullivan. And Sophia Ali, I didn't even know that they had Chloe in this movie. Sophia Ali, I think she's like 23 or 24 years old. She's playing Chloe. So those are the only characters that I've seen from the games that are actually going to be in the movie. Nathan Drake, Sully, and Chloe. There is no Elena, at least in this movie, stuff like that. So again, this is a prequel to Uncharted. Before Uncharted 1 happens, they're saying that this movie is supposed to be about how Nathan Drake came to meet Sully and how that partnership was formed and how they became this, you know, duo, you know, going on adventures and, you know, trying and trying to find treasure and stuff like that. So I don't know how deep they're going to dive in with this movie. Like, how Uncharted is this movie really going to be? Because this is a prequel to, you know, their whole, you know, this is a prequel to before they, you know, go on all of these adventures and stuff like that. So I don't know how deep they're going to dive with this movie. That one picture that they did show of Tom Holland, like, fully in, like, the Nathan Drake, you know, attire, I can't even lie, it didn't look that bad. But again, it's more so, honestly, Mark Wahlberg. it's more so him playing Sully than it really is Tom Holland playing Nathan Drake. The whole, you know, thing with, you know, wanting to do a younger Nathan Drake, okay, fine. I do feel like they still could have, like, it just seems like Tom Holland is everywhere now. I just hate how, like, in Hollywood, it seems like they just recycle the same actors, like whoever's hot or whoever's the most well-known. They just, like, it just seems like they recycle the same actors. Not saying that Tom Holland does not have talent, because he does. The whole dynamic of Nathan Drake and Sully in the games, you know that they're always cracking jokes. They have these one-liners in, like, the game that are always, like, funny and come at, like, a great time. Can Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg pull that off? Like, that dynamic that they have in the game. I'm not trying to hear Tom Holland as Nathan Drake. Like, I don't want to hear Spider-Man coming from, you know, Nathan Drake. Like, I don't want to hear you, because you know how Tom Holland talks. Like, hey guys, what's going on? Well, he doesn't talk. He has a little bit of a deeper voice than that, but you know how Tom Holland. You know how he sounds. I'm not trying to hear that from Nathan Drake. I'm sorry. I know he's a younger version of Nathan Drake, but I'm not trying to hear Tom Holland's voice from Nathan Drake. Same thing goes for Mark Wahlberg. I'm not trying to hear him as Sully. Like, you know how Sully sounds in like the games, and he kind of has like that real raspy, like give this man a drink voice. Like, and I'm not saying that they have to totally sound like them, but at least put some effort into changing your voice. I'm not trying to hear Tom Holland as Nathan Drake and Mark Wahlberg as Sully. Whatever happens next year, movies stop getting delayed because of all of the stuff going on in the pandemic, and movies are starting to go back to theaters, and it's safe to go to theaters. I will see this movie, just to laugh, or or to walk out and be like, you know what, that was actually a great movie, because you know how there's always that thing, like, games don't really translate well over to the big screen. Exhibit A, Resident Evil, that whole, probably outside of maybe one, all of them Resident Evil movies were complete trash. Like, it's just that stigma that games don't really go over well from, playing games to actually seeing it on the big screen. I know they're doing a Monster Hunter movie soon. I don't know how that's going to be. Again, I feel like this movie is going to be either really good or really bad. There is no in between. Again, because this is a prequel, I don't know like how deep they're going to dive into it, like being, what we expect from Uncharted and stuff like that. I really feel like if this movie does, based on, how this movie does at the box office, will be them deciding if they do continue to do a sequel to this movie, stuff like that. I really hope it does well. Like, I'm not hoping that this movie flops at all, but I do have questions. My eyebrows are completely raised because of, just all of the setbacks that this movie had, how long it took them to finally like finish this movie and stuff. Some of the casting choices, I mean, hopefully it turns out well, but yeah. Just my thoughts as of right now, just all the stuff I'm thinking about right now with this movie. How do you guys feel like this movie is going to turn out? Are you excited to see this movie? What do you guys think about the casting choices that they did with this movie? Do you think that Tom Holland can pull off, playing Nathan Drake? Do you feel like Mark Wahlberg can pull off playing Victor Goddamn Sullivan in this movie? Hopefully, Sophia Ali. I haven't really seen none of her work before, but hopefully she can be a good Chloe, in this movie. Just yeah, it's going to be interesting. This will definitely be interesting to see how it goes. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave y'all thoughts and comments down in the comment section below. Until next time, I'll catch y'all boys in my next one. All right.